Hey, I'm Brendan, and today we are checking out the Klim Adventure Gore-Tex boots available at RevZilla.com. So the Adventure Gore-Tex boots, as the name implies, are geared towards adventure riders out there, and you have the versatility of a Gore-Tex membrane incorporated as well. And if you're not familiar with Gore-Tex, which you certainly should be, they are known for the best waterproofing on the market. They're incredibly breathable, and they guarantee their waterproofing for the lifetime of their garment. And that's what you're getting with these particular boots. And you do have to pay a pretty penny for that Gore-Tex, but it certainly makes a difference to a lot of people out there who are pushing the limits or riding in a variety of different inclement weather conditions. So sometimes it's worth that extra penny for the Gore-Tex. It has never failed on me before. I can assure you that their warranty department is not busy at all. Now, speaking of the price point, you're coming in around $450 for these particular boots. And of course, they will ship to you for free. And as always, we do have a price match policy in place that is there to ensure that you're getting the best deal around. Now, before I get going on the materials and everything we got going on here, I do want to take a second and talk about the overall fit because it's a little bit more unique. Now, I generally wear a size 10.5 to a size 11 in most of my riding shoes and riding boots. I'm actually about like a 10.75, so I err towards that size 11 more often than not. These do not come in half sizes, so let's say you're a true 10.5. What I would recommend that you do is go with the size 11, and then Klim has included this insert, and what that's going to do is give you a little bit of lift, and it's going to accommodate some of that room there and give you kind of that half size that you're looking for. That is included, and they also included another shim in there as well. But personally, I'd love to have some half sizes, right? That would just make it easier, but they give you a little bit more versatility to work with. It does make a difference there, but go with that upper size. If you're a true 10.5, go with that size 11, and that shim will give you that size 10.5 and make that a little bit more accommodating. Now, speaking of the overall fit, the entry is a little bit snug when you're climbing into the boots. You'll notice that right out of the gate, but of course, every boot's going to relax. It's going to break in with regular use and time. Let's talk about the main construction and what we've got going on here. We've got a combination of leather, we've got a brushed rubber, we've got some hard TPU material going on here, and a few different buckles and closures as well. So starting here at the toe, you can see that brushed rubber material there. That's just going to help with that premature wear there. It's a tough material, and then we've got that TPR over top of that as well. Again, as you're banging through gears and things like that, it's going to help prevent that wear, as that is a high wear area over time. Now, working our way around the boot, you can see as we work our way towards the heel, a little bit more reinforcement. We can see that hard TPU material being incorporated, wrapping its way around the entire heel. And then we've got a little bit of a bellow towards the back just to help with a little bit of flexibility. And again, if you're doing more serious kind of technical terrains, you're not getting a ton of torsional and lateral protection here, so you might want to step it up, beef it up a little bit. Now, if you want something super lightweight, maybe you could step down. They have the Outlander Gore-Tex boots as a good option as well, and those are a little bit more hiking oriented, just something that will get you out there to the trails and you can walk around comfortably if you wish to do so. But that one's about $300. You're still getting Gore-Tex, but again, it's kind of a little bit of a different flavor, a little bit more hiking oriented, I would say. Hard TPU continuing around. You're going to get the XRD pucks from Klim. That's going to be on the inside just to give that ankle a little bit of protection on both the lateral and the medial side of the boots. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out is the sole itself. This is a reinforced shank sole, about a 9 out of 10, as I mentioned before, when it comes to the overall stiffness, but they also teamed up with Michelin to create a custom sole, something that can withstand the abuse of those, larger dual sport and ADV foot pegs, but easily something you can walk around into and just give you some grip, on a multitude of different terrains. So they teamed up with Michelin, and this is a custom sole that they're providing you with these particular boots. Now, working our way up the top here, we do have some buckles right here at the bottom. Some buckles, there's a single buckle, I should say, and I like the protection right here. That's, if branches are coming through, it's not going to grab that buckle and pull it up or anything like that, but very straightforward. That buckle is adjustable. And then we have the BOA system. I am a huge fan of the BOA system. You can see that right here on the back. And to release that, you just pop that out, and to tighten it, you just push it back in and give it a simple twist. It's that simple. I have the BOA system on some snowboarding boots of mine, and I absolutely love it. It's never failed me. I'm a really big fan of that system, so I like that they've incorporated that. It makes it really easy to cinch the boots down nice and snug, and it keeps everything nice and low profile. Towards the top, a little bit of Velcro there. getting into the boot, already released the BOA system. And then towards the top rear on the inside, you can see that we've just got that 3D mesh interior as well. It's kind of like a hexagonal pattern on the inside. Ortholite sole towards the bottom, but again, you do have the option to throw in this kind of gel sole. It's got this really comfortable gel material underneath it as well. It's kind of grippy, but very comfortable still. And on the inside, you can see that gray material as well. That's where that Gore-Tex membrane is going to stop right there. But otherwise, very straightforward on the inside. Close that up, snap that BOA system in. I don't want to spend too much time twisting that because it's a little bit annoying, but again, I really like that system there. It's very straightforward, very simple to utilize. And towards the front of the boot, of course, we've got that hard TPU protection, which I personally love to see whether I'm on an ADV bike, dual sport bike, or something like an enduro bike. This protection certainly comes in handy when you're coming off of the bike, meeting the bike, or some trees or rocks, anything like that. It's always nice to have that hard TPU protection incorporated. I think Klim did a great job with this. We've got a BOA system, which I absolutely love. Full leather boot here with different pieces of protection incorporated. We've got a Gore-Tex membrane in here, very versatile, something you can use all season long in a variety of different seasons because of the breathability, the waterproof capabilities. In the peak heat of the summer, it might get a little bit warm, but I think it's worth the trade-off for all those other seasons. It really just kind of depends on where you live and what type of riding you plan to do. But overall, I think Klim did a good job on this particular boot. Now, of course, if you're looking for more details, click that info button. That's going to take you over to RevZilla.com where you can read other rider reviews. And if you have any additional questions for us, please don't hesitate to reach out. Give our Gear Geeks a call at 877-792-9455 or simply shoot over an email cs@RevZilla.com. Thanks for hanging out with us for a bit, taking a closer look at the Klim ADV Gore-Tex boots. I'm Brandon. Keep it pinned.